affordable housing and childcare options for rural Michigan was the topic of discussion today in East Lansing.
State and federal officials gathered for a roundtable discussion. News 10's Zachariah Wheaton listened in and joins us now in studio.
Yeah, good evening, David and Ann. The USDA's Undersecretary of Rural Development met with state and local officials in East Lansing to talk about issues impacting rural Michiganders. They talked about the programs they have in place and ways they can improve as they figure out what's working and what still needs to be done.
When I travel across the country, the top thing that I hear about is affordable housing, child care, high-speed internet, broadband, things that really make a difference in rural America. And so those are the things that we're going to talk about.
If you're looking to buy a home in Michigan, you're facing an average price tag of $280,000. That's $80,000 more than the national average. And despite a boost in state funding, there's still a huge need for more affordable child care options, too.
Michigan is really still very much in the midst of a child care crisis. Michigan has done some positive things. It's certainly invested in trying new strategies and new innovations, but it's limited by its budget.
More state and federal programs supporting projects for child care, broadband connectivity, and housing in rural communities are available. However, the director of the state's Office of Rural Prosperity pointed out that the rural organizations are understaffed and don't have the resources to apply for funding.
There's dollars available to support the kinds of projects that communities have been working towards and hoping for all these years. But if we don't do the investment at the front end on the planning side of things, it's going to be really difficult for them to access.
The USDA and the Office of Rural Prosperity have teamed up to ensure rural organizations get the funding they're qualified for. The cooperative agreement provides funding and other assistance to organizations to apply for grants and other pre-development work.
So with this cooperative agreement, we'll have funds available that haven't been available before to help with that early phase planning for a broad range of projects.
And while officials at today's roundtable did admit there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in rural Michigan, they say the cooperative agreement will ensure that the organizations making the biggest difference in rural areas will have a better chance at receiving funding.
All right.